of there! Hi, Nancy.
Do you think this really is Nefertari's tomb?
I really hope so.
Why isn't she in the tomb in the Valley of the Queens?
There could be a lot of reasons. The worst case is grave robbers, but we really don't think that's the case.
Why not?
Because her valuables were found, but her body wasn't. Doesn't make sense. We think she was hidden. Ramses II was known to be very protective, and he was very concerned about the afterlife. It's possible Ramses built a false tomb to make sure she'd be undisturbed. There are many stories of his love for her, but we don't know how true they are.
If he went through so much trouble, don't you feel strange about disturbing her tomb?
No. Someone will do it eventually. If we get there first, she'll be treated with respect, and she'll truly get to live on forever. If someone else finds her, she'll go to the highest bidder.
If you're so interested in Nefertari, why aren't you below?
Promise you won't make fun of me?
Sure.
I'm a woman of science, okay? But the curse thing rattled me. I need to do research now anyway. I'd prefer to do it where nothing will fall on me. And maybe get a little FaceTime with a certain British someone.
Do you think there's something to this curse?
I've studied curses, so look. Don't make me say it.
Say what?
Yes, I do. Even reading about curses gives me the creeps.
Why are you reading about curses if they give you the creeps?
I know, it's weird. It's like if I can learn everything about curses, then maybe they won't have any control over me. I can tell that you probably don't believe in curses, so please don't make fun of me.
How can you tell I don't believe in curses?
Sorry, I'm just a bit worked up. I'm probably just being oversensitive. You're too calm. Do you know how effective curses are? They are deadly 76.42% of the time. You know what else has that fatality rating? Whitewater rafting with a hungry bear, who also has the bird flu and he's holding dynamite.
What did you think about being there to finally open the tomb?
I don't know what to think. When I was near it, it just felt... No, it's stupid.
What?
Something was in that room with me. Whatever it wasn't human. At least not anymore. Don't go in there.
What's that book?
Curses of the World, the Compendium of Cruel Curses and Curious Casualties. It does have a lot of C's.
That doesn't seem like light reading.
I was originally going to go into paleontology, but no, I changed my mind freshman year. Why did no one tell me about how creepy curses are when I switched majors? Dinosaurs were bad news back in the day, but now, totally safe. Mummies, on the other hand, I make poor life choices.
Curses aren't real. You'll be fine.
No more taunting the curse, at least not around me. I'm too young to die out here. I have things to do. I'm still in school. I haven't even started my life yet. I'm not tempting fate here, Nancy. I refuse.
Okay, I can respect that. I'll let you go.
See you.
Nancy, hello.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello.
Not to be rude, but who are you? Why are you here?
I could ask the same of you, but I won't. I'm Dylan Carter, to answer the question you didn't ask, but probably meant to.
I'm Nancy Drew.
Brilliant! Well, good chat. Mustn't keep you from your duties.
Why are you hanging out here outside instead of going into the tomb?
Why aren't you hanging out outside?
I'm a little busy right now.
When you come to your senses, I'll still be here. You know why England tried to take over the world?
Why?
Because we've got everything you need. Except for the sun. You know why we stopped trying to take over the world?
Because everyone else got sick of it?
That they did.
Is the real reason you're hanging out here because you're not cleared to actually go into the site?
I was hoping we'd be able to get over that little bump in the road before that cat got out.
What do you do exactly?
As a tour guide, I show the world to those who want to see it. It's the best job on the planet, next to lion tamer or astronaut.
Where do you give tours?
All throughout Egypt.
That sounds like a fantastic job, but why aren't you leading a tour now?
It's getting very competitive these days. I need every advantage I can get. Well, that's why I'm here. To be perfectly on the level, I have to be.
Since you're a tour guide, can you give me any information about Egypt I might need to know?
Sure, here.
Do you really think this is Nefertari's tomb?
It better be, otherwise I'm very lost.
What does that mean?
She's why I'm here. As a tour guide, I love the sites that tell a story. And Ramses I and Nefertari have the making of a classic love story, if we can find her here.
You mean Ramses the Second, right?
I do? I mean, yes, I do. Of course. Strange life being a king. You get everything but your own name.
Why are you so sure the public would want to tour this site?
Surely you've heard of the curse.
I have. Do you believe in it?
Of course I do.
But since you're here, you must not be worried about being cursed yourself.
I've been gloriously unlucky my whole life. I don't think a curse could make things much worse.
What do you think of Abdullah?
He's got quite the ego, but I'm sure he deserves it.
What makes you say that?
If he didn't, no one would put up with him. History's great pioneers always tend to be a bit prickly. Sure, he's a tyrant, but he's supposed to be the best in his field.
Do you think he is?
Who knows if it's true? He's either the best or the guy who says, "I'm the best, the loudest." Unfortunately, either one of those two things works equally well. You know, he's just on the edge.
What do you mean?
He's close to being known the world over. He must have gotten a glimpse of what that would be like. I wonder what he'd do to make it over that last hurdle.
Bye-bye.
Hurry back now.
flashlight isn't working. I better find something else to light the way. A lamp! Great! I just need to find a way to get it working. I wonder if I could find a way to light the entire room. Let there be lamp. It looks like something is missing. It looks like something is missing. Okay, way too heavy. If I could make some sort of lever, I bet I could use that hole and open the coffin. What was that? It sounds like it came from the entrance.
Yes?
That was a close call with the scaffolding.
I've seen worse. 20 years ago, we were in a tomb, a minor site. A guide, much like your boy Dylan, kicked over a support beam and crash! It all came down. 7 of us, trapped under stones, big as automobiles.
What happened?
5 of us were eventually pulled out.
What happened to the other 2?
What do you think happened?
Do you think this has anything to do with the curse?
Does it matter?
What do you think of this tomb?
What are you getting at?
It's amazing! The amount of detail, the size. Well, someone really important must be buried here.
After 5,000 years of recorded history, that could be said about every hole in the ground.
But that's what you think, isn't it?
I don't leave the house for anything less than amazing.
So it's safe to assume this is going to be a major find?
You tell me.
Who do you think is buried here?
No, I do not guess.
Who are you hoping to find here?
Who does everyone want to find? The Lost Queen.
Who is that?
Nefertari.
Why is she lost?
Over 100 years ago, they found her tomb. The most magnificent of its kind. But when they opened the tomb, do you know what they found?
Nothing?
They found 2 kneecaps. The queen was nowhere to be found.
Why's that?
Nobody knows. I say she was never there to begin with.
Do you have proof?
No. The people who had proof have been dead 100 times longer than they were ever alive. So they're not talking. We have to learn to think like they did. But it's not easy. Anyone who says different lies or is stupid. And
Do you know Dylan?
I know of him.
You do? So he has a reputation?
He is a very popular guide, for whatever that is worth. I do not like guides. They distort history and turn the other way, as sticky-fingered tourists steal every bit of Egypt they can find.
That seems a little harsh.
Not harsh enough. Every tourist thinks, what will it hurt? I'll just take one small piece of the pyramids. And they come, by the millions they come. And bit by bit they smuggle our history back in their luggage. They're worse than the museums.
Do you think international teams have stolen artifacts from Egypt?
No, I do not think. I know.
You don't seem very happy to have Dylan here.
Good. I'm glad you noticed. If this were my site, like it should be, he'd be out on the sand with his hat in his hand, trying to catch a ride back to Cairo. And he would never find one, because there is no street.
I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Not strong enough. I need something else, too. Not strong enough. I need something else, too. My dictionary could help translate that. My dictionary could help translate that. That's not good. Now I have to know what the rest says. I bet I could translate that. That's not good. This won't do it alone. It won't budge. Must be locked. I need to figure out what this means. I need to get the correct gods to their proper locations. It looks like something is missing.
Yes?
Do you believe in the curse?
Of course.
Really? Then aren't you worried about being here?
No. I am Abdullah Bakum. Curses have no power over me.
What makes you so sure of that?
I'm still alive. Many men cannot say the same thing. The true power of a curse, it lives here.
What do you mean by that?
The curse of Antifi warns, any man who enters my tomb, I will cast the fear of myself into him. I went into that tomb.
And?
And I knew the fear of Antifi. A curse, when it has you, is like a strange sickness, a fever, and it never goes away.
But I thought you didn't believe in curses.
No, I said curses have no effect on me. I am strong. Everyone else is a different story. Look at Lily and see what I mean.
Bye.
Goodbye.
My dictionary could help translate that.
The sandstorm did not scare you away?
It'll take more than a little sandstorm to get me to leave.
Shh! Do not tempt the Anunnaki.
The what?
I should not have even spoken their name. Disregard that. I didn't mean to say Anunnaki. Oh, blast! I said it again, didn't I? I'm Jamila, by the way, but if anyone asks, you haven't seen me.
Why are you here?
Well, I can't exactly be there, now can I? That would make no sense.
Are you worried about the curse?
Who could be worried about a curse at a time like this?
A time like what?
The makers. The original architects. They're watching.
Who are you talking about?
Nancy, they can't hear you. You do not have to pretend.
I'm not pretending. What are you talking about?
How could you not know? This is the cradle of civilization.
Right?
Here we were born, and like all infants, this is where we were taught.
Taught what?
To be human. We didn't just figure that out. But for millennia we lived in caves, terrified of the very earth, of fire and wind and lightning. We cowered and dug down into the earth. But one thing of all humans, we are curious. One night, our ancestors saw the sky catch fire, and the brave ones left their caves and walked into the light. And there they met the teachers.
I don't follow.
They brought us to the next level of consciousness, and in return we built them the pyramids.
I'm not so sure I agree with you on this one. If aliens built the pyramids, why were human leaders buried inside?
They were not just rulers on Earth. They were the chosen, the favorite of the Anunnaki.
If we built the pyramids for the aliens, why did they all just leave?
Oh, they didn't leave. They're all around us. Do you want me to call them?
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame. They're an amazing sight. They're slender and tall and have the most gorgeous, glowing, luminescent fangs.
When did you become so interested in aliens?
Sunny June. I took his Are You Alien or Ali Out course. Changed my life. Did you know that aliens were there at every major human milestone, with the exception of the moon landing?
All right, I'll bite. Why?
Because it was a rude thing to do, and they wanted no part of it.
Who is Sunny June? I've seen his name everywhere, but we've never met.
I can't explain it all to you, not now. He's special. He's met them.
Met whom?
You don't make this easy, do you?
To be fair, neither do you.
True. The Anunnaki. He's spoken to them. He knows that they're on their way.
What do you think of Abdullah?
Not much. He talks always like there's an audience near, but what audience would listen to such a tedious man? I say let him think he's in charge if it makes him happy.
You don't think he should be in charge?
I don't think he's capable of being in charge. He doesn't even believe in the Anunnaki.
What do you think of Dylan?
The tour guide.
Yeah,
Did I have to have an opinion of him?
I guess not.
Oh good, that's a relief.
I'm still not a believer.
But look around! This temple is proof. There is no way all of this could have been built without their help.
All those things seem like human accomplishments to me.
As they were designed to look. But I had hoped that you could see the strings, and not just the puppet.
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
Nancy, hi!
We found the tomb!
Way to go!
But when I opened it, two strangers showed up.
Really? Aren't you in the middle of nowhere?
Yes?
Okay, so maybe they were just out for a walk. In the desert. Nope, doesn't work out. Nancy, what the craziness is happening out there?
No clue. It's like I'm the only one here who doesn't know what's really going on. I don't like that feeling.
You get used to it.
Bess,
Well, it certainly feels that way. Maybe it's time to call this one a wrap.
I can't until John's back. I just need to keep my head on straight and try to keep the site in order.
That's exactly like this one part of Revenge of the Desert Queen. So everybody...
Is this going to be an anecdote where someone dies in a cursed tomb?
No,
Okay, continue.
I lied. It was. But I'll just keep it to myself.
I don't know what to make of this tour guide who appeared out of nowhere.
Is he cute?
Define cute.
Why is this never any fun with you? I have no girly friends.
Fine, yes, he's moderately cute. And he has an accent.
Now we're talking. Anyway, you've decided that this cute tour guide with an accent is a problem for some reason?
His story isn't adding up. If he's a tour guide, why would he show up at a site that might take years to open up to the public?
Maybe he's some sort of avant-garde tour guide. You know, way ahead of his time, like that jazz musician you made us see who only played awful notes.
I'm still sorry about that. In my defense, it was for a case.
And in his defense, there's nothing. Long-distance burn, jazz guy.
Jamila seems to be convinced that aliens built the pyramids.
Cool.
She thinks that this site has some sort of significance to aliens, and they'll be returning soon.
What for?
Who knows? The whole idea makes no sense to me.
I know it's unlikely, but I think if aliens ever came to Earth, I think they'd like me.
What? Why?
Dogs love me, kids love me. I just think we'd be pretty simpatico is all.
I can't tell if Jamila's being sincere or not.
Just brush past my theory, that's fine.
I'm sure they love you.
That's all I wanted to hear. Go with your instinct, Nancy. You're so good at noticing what people really mean when they speak. Maybe she's saying a little more than she intends to.
I still think Jamila is hiding something.
What's the story?
She says she's here because of the Anunnaki.
I think our connection is bad because it sounds like you said Anunnaki.
I did.
I still think it might be the phone, but continue.
They're the aliens she's into, but I can't figure out why she'd be here now.
Why don't you ask her?
I would, but there are two questions you'll never get a straight answer to. One is, are you lying?
And the other is, are you crazy?
I say that a lot, don't I?
You do, but to be fair, you do exceed the average person's daily allowance of interaction with crazy and or dishonest people.
Bye.
Bye. Hi.
Can you help me sort out some canopic jars?
Oh my, yes, let's see. A human and 3 animals. A jackal was Duwamatef, baboon, Hapi, and Kebasenuef. They also represented the 4 cardinal points, each protecting a sacred organ. I seem to remember that Hapi was the lungs.
Lily seems to be taking this curse business very seriously.
I thought you were Lily.
The other Lily?
Hotchkiss prank! Oh, you're such a good sport, Nadine. That's a little silly of her, don't you think? Curses may only be a figment of our overactive imaginations.
That's what I think.
There are more pressing things to worry about. Most Egyptologists die because the desert is inhospitable and positively crawling with diseases. Horrid molds and bacteria that have been breeding for thousands of years unchecked. And let's not forget the lack of structural integrity of most of the tombs.
That's less than reassuring.
Oh dear, everybody dies, but life isn't worth living if you don't take a few risks. Although I guess I should stress that everyone dies much faster in the desert. Much, much faster.
Have you heard of the theory that aliens built the pyramids?
Oh, that old gem. Yes, who cares?
Who cares?
Well, unless they're sending us a bill, does it matter?
With all of your work, I assume you'd at least care.
Oh, no, dear. You mustn't let those things bother you. Some of us have keen observational skills and a rigid adherence to the scientific method. And some of us have thought processes that best resemble a piñata explosion at a sugar-fueled child's birthday extravaganza. Either way, if it encourages people to witness the marvels of ancient Egypt in person, it's good work, in my opinion.
Do you believe the Anunnaki exist?
You may asking me if I believe Brian Abernathy Fulton-Bright exists. I don't know, and further I could only guess.
Is that a name you just made up?
Yes. Now, given the fact that there are 7+ billion people on Earth, it stands to reason that he may be a real person. And if we apply the Drake equation, we will find the astronomical, no wordplay intended, dear, number of habitable planets in the universe. It is possible that the Anunnaki may exist. But since the evidence is shaky at best, I am much more interested in the here and now.
Same here. You said the evidence of the Anunnaki is shaky. What evidence is there?
Some say if you look at the hieroglyphs, you'll see some of the figures holding flashlights.
Okay, that's strange.
Well, not exactly. It's easy to see what you want to see. Seeing the tombs always made me feel quite simply famished. As the long days would pass, the murals would become quite simply delicious. Osiris would be holding the most wonderful caramel flans. Reeds would be chicken wings, and Cypher for twisted flax would transmogrify into warm, straight out of the oven, garlic knots right before my eyes. My point is that you can see what you want to see, and what I want to see is that takeout menu for the Spicetown Speakeasy. I may have to put you on hold, dear. Just a moment.
I'm still on.
Hotchkiss here. I'd like baguette stuffed with mushroom and sautéed asparagus, and a beef jerky salad with caramel vinaigrette.
That can't be a real food item.
Is that still you, Norma?
Nancy?
Is this your first day at Spicetown? I'm Hotchkiss. We'll be talking to each other quite often. Would you kindly summarize your personality for me, for efficiency's sake?
No, it's Nancy Drew. Still on the line, still in Egypt.
Oh, drat and drat. Well, perhaps I'll just be dull and prepare myself a curried waffle sandwich.
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
Hi, Nancy.
A tour guide just appeared out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, really. He showed up when we found the tomb.
You're 100 kilometers outside of Cairo. That's too far afield to have a wacky next-door neighbor.
Huh?
Sorry. I'm not used to watching this much television. It's doing strange things to my brain. Whatever he says, he didn't just drop in. He must be up to something.
Are you familiar with the Anunnaki?
Oh, please, not you too.
No, Jamila. She's got a lot to say on the topic.
Good. I'm not saying there isn't alien life, but why insist that aliens built the pyramids? Humans have made a mess of so many things. Just let us keep that check mark in the victory column.
See ya.
Bye.
Hello.
What brought you to this site?
This might be the next IT spot. If it is, I want to have the first tour up and running.
Isn't that a little premature? Tour groups might not even be allowed out here.
Well, then I took a trip to the place I've always wanted to see. No loss.
You seem very casual about everything.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
It makes me think you might be hiding something.
If I'm hiding something, then I'm doing such a good job, even I don't notice.
I know you didn't just come here to get a tan. What do you think of Jamila?
Is she for real? Because, wow, I've met some nutters in my life, but that girl belongs in a museum herself, with a little tag that reads, Insanus Totalis.
You're being a little harsh.
If it makes you feel better, I can pretend she's not insane, but then we'd both be living a lie.
What do you think about Jamila's alien theories?
Not much. Subject change. Do you happen to know how a bloke like me might impress that cantankerous old curmudgeon down below?
You mean Abdullah, right?
I very much hope there isn't another one.
I imagine he responds to people talking about archaeology.
Brilliant. I'll do that. Thanks, Nancy.
I'll let you go.
I'll be seeing you.
What happened here? Where's all of the water? Who would be crazy enough to do this on purpose? Oh, the tank is empty.
Hi, Nancy.
I'd better get going.
Bye. Weren't you just here?
You said you studied curses. Aren't they just mostly hoaxes?
No, far from it. There's always a scientific reason for what really happened, but if you get some deadly disease or the world collapses on you, you're not going to care about the biology or physics of what's killing you.
What do you think of Jamila?
When she talks to me, I always keep checking for the hidden camera.
Huh?
No one can be that nuts. I'm still convinced we're gonna end up on a hidden camera show called Suckers Talking to Crazies.
Don't you think you're being a little harsh?
I'm nowhere near as harsh as she is crazy. You could take that to the bank. The crazy bank. Wait a second. I didn't even... Do you actually agree with her about aliens?
No.
Good. I don't know why Abdullah doesn't just kick her out.
What do you think about Dylan?
Did we accidentally invite the whole world to this dig? With the exception of a decent work crew, that is. Although I do hate that I don't know why he is here, he is definitely easy on the eyes.
I don't think so.
Then you are wrong, girl. Your eyes must be tired from looking at hieroglyphs all day. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
I'd better get going.
Bye!
do you think of Jamila?
What is to think? She believes aliens built the pyramids. She is a waste of my time.
So I take it you don't believe in aliens?
Let me stop you there.
Normally when people say that, they have more to say.
I do not. If you do not have enough faith in humans to believe that we invented pushing, dragging, and lifting without the help of aliens, you are terminally wrong and incredibly stupid. We will never agree on anything.
Are you okay with her staying here?
No. Get out of my sight!
You do not own this temple!
Leave now, or I will remove you myself!
I'd like to see you try.
She sure seems determined to stay. My dictionary could help translate that. Bad job, Tomb. That doesn't even make sense. I need to translate the hieroglyphs. Nefertari! Could this be true? I bet I could translate that.
Nancy, what's been going on?
I opened the sarcophagus.
You did?
Oh, I didn't expect you to be so excited. I doubt it has anything to do with the Anunnaki.
You never know. I'll have to see this room myself.
Can't open it. It's locked. I need to open this. check that off yet. I saw something very strange near the tomb.
You did? Hi.
I saw some really strange hieroglyphs in one of the tunnels you might want to see.
You did?
I wonder what these mean. Why would an alien expert need an archaeology textbook? One of these was used to puncture the water tank.
Yes?
How did you get into archaeology?
I was a student, like Lily. I went out on a dig one day, and it was a very, very small tomb. Inside, nothing remarkable. Mummies, no hieroglyphs. But once I lowered myself down into the dark, dusty tomb, I felt a strange flutter in my chest, right here, and I do not know what overtook me, but I knew I had to push very hard on this wall. And it gave way. And you know what was there?
What?
I had opened a door thousands of years back in time. Ancient Egypt was down there. I have never again been the same.
Why would Ramses go through all of the trouble to hide Nefertari away in a false tomb?
Nefertari was most dear to Ramses II. He built her the most beautiful tomb of all the queens. He even built for her a temple at Abu Simbel. Wherever he stood, she stood by him. He was very afraid she would not find him again in the afterlife. He wanted her hidden away for eternity, somewhere small and unremarkable where no one would think to look for her. Until the time was right.
What do you mean, until the time was right? Is now the right time?
You have to ask him about that, not me.
What will you do if we find Nefertari?
I will take her to see the world.
Well, she can't exactly see anything. She's dead.
I know she's dead. I'll let the world see her. I will teach everyone why she is important.
Doesn't the world already know that?
No, they don't look hard enough. They need me to show them.
Do you really care about teaching people or just about the exposure?
It has been a long time since someone has had the nerve to speak to me in that manner.
You didn't answer my question.
I won't. I won't answer any question in that tone. Not from you, not from the press, not from some American colleague. I have work to do. Leave me to it.
I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Hello.
The water tank was destroyed using the discs from your bag.
If the discs were used, it wasn't me who used them. Maybe it was the Anunnaki.
Are you interested in archaeology?
No.
Then why do you have an archaeology textbook?
You looked in my bag?
Well, I couldn't help but see.
I am not angry. The Anunnaki value curiosity. You will not understand what you find, anyway.
You didn't answer my question.
Why should I bother if you're so good at sneaking around?
Why do you have so many cameras?
These are momentous times. When the Anunnaki return, I'll be here to document it. I wonder if they show up on film.
How well do you know Lily?
I like Lily. She's not a friend to the cause, but I can look past that.
Friend to the cause?
You know, rolling out the red carpet for our celestial others.
Oh, that.
I've been trying to teach her about the true purpose of the hidden tombs, but she's not receptive.
Earlier, you said true purpose of the tombs. What did you mean?
The Anunnaki had much to teach us. Too much. They hid the secrets on Earth. And when we master all these lessons, they will return to the temples and they will take the most enlightened among us with them.
What will happen to everyone else?
For those who do not pass the test, there will be war and famine. The Earth's rage will overcome them and they will fall. The blue light of the Earth will go dim in the night sky.
That is bleak.
I know, right? That is why I tried to get Lily to embrace the Anunnaki. She does not care.
Goodbye.
Until later.
It looks like something is missing. I bet I could translate that. Maybe the color has something to do with the solution. I should look around for a clue to solve this. It fits! Now what exactly does it do? Whoa! What just happened? I should see if I broke something. Is it my imagination, or did the columns move? got it.
Did you see that?
Are you talking about the columns?
I knew there was something about this site that didn't add up. This is unheard of. The technology required to move the columns.
Maybe aliens were involved.
Very cute.
Bye.
Goodbye.
This looks important.
Foolish and irresponsible! You have no idea what you are doing! You have no idea what damage you have done!
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
You didn't know! Ignorance is not an excuse! It is the problem! You are off the site!
Please! I will never even come near your work again.
That is right, you won't. You don't deserve to be here. Have the dignity to admit it.
I'll help. I promise. Please! I'll do anything to stay.
When the transport comes, you get on it. You are taking up space that a good student could be using. I want nothing to do with you. You will never have a career. Just leave! Yes?
Why are you so hard on Lily?
It sounds so cruel, right? I am not her friend. I am her proving ground. If she survives me, no one will ever stop her. Not ever. If she does not, then she does not have what it takes to begin with. May you be so lucky as to have a mentor who pushes you.
Still, you could be nicer.
I learned to swim fast, not because I was taught well, but because there were crocodiles in the river.
Bye.
Goodbye.